The NBA is comprised of the greatest basketball players in the world. Depending on their size, their height, their skill, their athleticism, their weight, they're assigned different positions. There are 5 positions in the NBA: the point guard, the shooting guard, the small forward, the power forward, and the center. I did the point guards, I did the shooting guards, but in this video, it's time for the small forwards, who are going to be the top 5 small forwards, along with some honorable mentions in the upcoming 2012-2013 season. And with that being said, yo, what up guys, that's TG Sub the Gamer. Top 5 small forwards in the NBA 2012-2013 season with some honorable mentions. I'm not going to waste time. Let's start this off with the honorable mention. Number 1 honorable mention goes to Danny Granger from the Pacers. Danny Granger is one of the best 3-point shooters for a small forward, let alone in the NBA. This guy can knock it down anytime he wants. This starting small forward also won the most improved player in the NBA in 2009. This guy is a beast. I don't have him in the top 5 right now just because his performance last season. He did good, he did well, but he did not get that top 5 level. I'm saying this NBA season, the small forwards are ridiculous. Maybe in the past this guy would have been a top 5, no doubt. But with the players like LeBron and so on, he cannot make the top 5, just in my opinion, yo. But of course, Danny Granger makes an honorable mention on my list. Time for the second one. Now I gotta give honorable mention number 2 to Andre Iguodala, who's gonna be playing for the Denver Nuggets this season. Of course, we all know him and love him from the Philadelphia 76ers, what he brought to that team, the triple doubles, the dunks, everything he did, the Olympic Games too. Much respect to this guy. He gets an honorable mention. He's not a top 5, like I said, again in this season. No doubt he's going to have some explosive plays in the Denver Nuggets. He's going to contribute to his team so well. He's definitely going to be the leader for the Denver Nuggets, but I still don't see him as a top 5 just because of how well this entire small forwards in the NBA are. There's just so many good ones that he just can't make the top 5. He's right there. Honestly, I would give him a tie for top 5 for the 5th. This guy is a beast. He's going to play very well this season with the Denver Nuggets. He's so close to my top 5, but I'm still going to give him an honorable mention just because the 5th player on my list goes to Rudy Gay. Now, Rudy Gay is very similar to Andre Iguodala. Both have some amazing athleticism, but right now Rudy Gay is in his prime. Andre Iguodala is not in his prime anymore. He's still going to have some great seasons, but the athleticism and skill that Rudy Gay has right now is really going to help the Memphis Grizzlies this season. Not to mention, Melo is now with the Dallas Mavericks, which means Rudy Gay is going to have to take a lot more shots. He's going to be a big role for this team, the leader for this team. Him and Zach Randolph and of course Marc Gasol have to do work this season, and watch out for the Memphis Grizzlies this season. Very underrated team, very good team, but now it's time for the top 4 small forwards in the NBA. Now I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking very hard for my number 4 pick. Honestly, I was thinking about making this guy an honorable mention, but after browsing his stats and just thinking to myself what he did for his team, averaging nothing less than 18.6 points a game for his entire season. Much respect to this guy, one of the best Boston Celtics players of all time. Paul Pierce gets my number 4 pick. Paul Pierce, a Celtic for life, dealt with losing many games and seasons when Boston was just not at his prime in the past 10 years. But 3 to 4 years ago when Boston started making his mark, beat LA in the finals, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and the emerging Rondo just emerged. Paul Pierce is the core, the straight up core for the Boston Celtics. Now Kevin Garnett is definitely the leader, but when it comes down to the last shot, you're gonna trust Paul Pierce. He's been clutch a lot And that's exactly why, along with his teammate efficiency, his heart and dedication for the game, and so many other factors that this man has, is why he's my number 4 pick. Much respect to Paul Pierce and of course the Boston Celtics, coming from a Bulls fan. But now it's time for the top 3 small forwards. This top 3 are locked. Straight up locked. Locked. Number 3 in my opinion goes to the New York Knicks' own Carmelo Anthony. That is a given. You guys already knew that I was going to say Carmelo Anthony at number 3. Why? Because we all know who the top 2 small forwards in the NBA are in any particular order. But yes, Carmelo Anthony easily can be a number 1 and 2 small forward in the NBA in any other given year. But right now, Carmelo Anthony sticks at number 3, the starting small forward for the New York Knicks, who can make it rain, so clutch, has that fadeaway, one of the best jump shots in the NBA, can create his own shot at any time. I mean, Carmelo Anthony was struggling last season at a certain point, but when he got his game on, he was just doing work. I mean, that game against Chicago, when he got the game winner in the game to go to overtime, that shot, much respect to Carmelo Anthony. Heck, that was against the Bulls again. Sucked, but yo, much respect to Carmelo Anthony. And coming off that confidence with that gold medal in the Olympics, that crazy game when he made so many 3-point shots, 10 to 12. Much respect to Carmelo Anthony. He's going to be coming to this season with Amari Stoudemire, Jason Kidd, and the gang with much confidence. Watch out for the Knicks this season as well. But now it's time for the top 2 small forwards in the NBA. Arguably one of the greatest basketball players to play the game this season. Much respect to these two. It's going to be a very tough decision. I know a lot of you guys might agree. I know a lot of you guys might disagree. But that's what the comments are for. But my number 2 pick goes to Kevin Durant. I mean, I might have said that other small forwards and players can create their shot at will. But Kevin Durant can definitely create a shot at will. This 7-footer small forward shoots over anyone if he wants to. Amazing, automatic from the 3-point line. And not to mention, he has Russell Westbrook on his team. So for him to get the scoring title with Russell Westbrook on his team, that's super impressive. This super clutch point guard, just kidding, small forward, made it to the finals this season against, of course, LeBron James. Had a phenomenal performance, had many game winners this season against the Lakers, the Mavericks, and so on. Kevin Durant, the future of the NBA. And I'm going to quickly explain to you why he's number 2 on my list. And of course, LeBron James is obviously number 1. Kevin Durant is yet to reach his prime. He's getting there, but he is yet to reach his prime. He's such a young guy. LeBron James, maybe 1, maybe 2 more years until his prime starts decreasing, which is why LeBron James gets number 1. He's definitely in his prime right now, playing so well, averaging almost a triple-double. Won his finals ring for the first time this season. He was so happy, and he really deserved it because this guy matured up like crazy. And the question is, who's the number 1 small forward this coming season for the NBA? It's going to be LeBron James, in my opinion. Not only is this guy going to be scoring out of his mind, getting crazy plays, but he's going to be facilitating. Dwayne Wade's going to be healthy most likely. He's going to be giving him the ball too. Ray Allen on that team, he's going to be dishing out those assists. But coming off a championship, the confidence level of a player goes beyond immense. LeBron James is finally, in my opinion, going to be super clutch in the 4th. It's just a prediction, but with this confidence, he's going to take the splash shot with ease, unless Ray Allen's open for the 3-point line. But yo, that is just my opinion on the top 5 small forwards for the NBA season for 2012-2013, along with some honorable mentions. But I know for sure that a lot of you guys are going to disagree, and hey, a lot of you guys are going to agree too. But in the comments down below, who are your top 5 small forwards with some honorable mentions? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching this video, guys. STG, sub the gamer. Have a good one. Peace. Next video, power forwards.